Have you ever wondered if, in the eyes of our dogs, we are just giant, clumsy dogs? Welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to explore dogs' fascinating perspective on humans. For our faithful four-legged companions, are we, with our strange quirks and behaviors, seen as part of the pack or just as mysterious and incomprehensible beings? Get ready for an intriguing journey, where we will unravel how dogs perceive the world around them and, more importantly, how they perceive us. Bring your pet, get comfortable, and let's discover together the secrets behind the curious and loving looks of our best friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our content. Let's go! Pack members. If you have a dog, you've probably noticed how loyal he is, always following you around the house, waiting at the door when you leave, and even lying next to you. But are you, in his mind, just a human, or does he really see you as part of the pack? The truth is that dogs descend from wolves, and even after thousands of years of domestication, they still maintain very strong pack instincts. For them, living in a group means protection, companionship, and of course, a leader to follow. That's why your dog may walk alongside you on walks, sleep next to you, or even expect you to take the initiative in certain situations. But here's an interesting fact. Dogs don't see us exactly as dogs, but as part of their social structure. They don't expect us to act like another dog, but rather like a leader or a trusted companion. This explains why some dogs try to educate their owners, such as by bringing toys or even trying to correct their behavior by barking or pulling on the leash. If your dog sees you as part of the pack, he will show clear signals, such as following you around the house, sleeping next to you, and even seeking your approval before acting. He may even lick your face or lie on his back, showing submission and confidence. But beware. If he doesn't see you as the leader of the pack, he may start defying rules, disobeying commands, and even demonstrating dominant behaviors. Creating a healthy relationship means balancing love and leadership. Positive reinforcement, consistent rules, and a stable routine help your dog understand his role in the family. Parental figures. If you've ever noticed that your dog seeks comfort in you when he's afraid, asks for attention like a needy child, or even cries when you go out, it may be because he sees you as a parental figure. But what does this mean in practice? Scientific research has shown that dogs develop a bond much like what human babies have with their parents. This is because, since puppies, they depend on us for food, safety, and guidance. Just as a baby looks for his mother when he's scared, your dog looks for you when something strange happens, whether it's thunder, a loud noise, or an unfamiliar environment. One of the clearest signs that your dog sees you as a parent is secure foundation. This means that he feels confident exploring the world around him, but he always returns to you to make sure everything is okay. Have you ever noticed that? In a park, your dog runs freely but always looks back to check where you are? This reflects this bond of protection and trust. Another typical behavior is separation anxiety. If your dog gets agitated or even destroys things when you leave, it may be a sign that he depends a lot on you emotionally, just like a child misses his parents when they are away. And what can we learn from this? If your dog sees you as a parent, he or she fully trusts you to meet his needs. Therefore, it is essential that you create a safe environment, provide love, and at the same time, set limits so that he feels protected without becoming too dependent. And now tell us, are you enjoying our content? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we can always bring you amazing content about our pets. Resource providers. In addition to seeing us as leaders or parental figures, dogs also see us as their primary resource providers. But what does this mean in practice? Since the domestication of dogs thousands of years ago, humans have been responsible for providing food, shelter, and security. In the wild, a dog would need to hunt to survive, but by living with us, it depends on us for all of it. And it is exactly this dependence that strengthens the bond between dogs and humans. If you've ever noticed that your dog gets excited when he hears the noise of the food packet or runs to you when he wants water or food, this isn't just a reflection of hunger. It is an acknowledgement that you are the source of what he needs to live. But it's not just about food. Toys, affection, walks, and even access to a comfortable environment are also resources that your dog associates directly with you. Some dogs even ask for certain things very clearly, bringing the leash to let you know they want to walk or putting their paw on you when they want more affection. And here comes an important point. If you control the resources, you can also control your dog's behavior. Training techniques based on positive reinforcement work because dogs understand that in order to get what they want, whether it's food, toys, or their attention, they need to follow rules and demonstrate good behavior. Therefore, if you want to strengthen your relationship with your dog and improve his obedience, try to establish a relationship in which he understands that good attitudes are rewarded. This can be done through simple commands, such as asking him to sit down before receiving a treat or wait patiently before going for a walk. Leaders or subordinates. Are humans leaders or subordinates to dogs? Dogs live in structured societies where hierarchy plays an essential role. But when it comes to the relationship between dogs and humans, how do they really see us? Do they see us as pack leaders, or do they, in some cases, consider us subordinates? Many owners believe they need to show who's the boss to ensure their dogs respect them. This idea comes from the age-old notion that dogs follow a rigid pack hierarchy, where an alpha dominates the group. However, modern studies show that dogs don't work exactly like that in a home environment. The bond between dogs and humans is not based on domination, but rather on leadership and trust. If a dog sees its owner as a leader, it tends to follow it naturally, obey commands, and seek guidance in times of uncertainty. Have you ever noticed how some dogs look at their owners before crossing the street or before interacting with a stranger? This is a clear sign that the tutor has been recognized as a reliable leadership figure. On the other hand, if a dog does not perceive its owner as a strong leader, it can take on this role on its own. This can lead to behaviors such as pulling the leash on rides, ignoring commands, or even showing possessiveness with toys and food. In these cases, the dog is not disobeying out of malice, but because he believes he needs to make decisions on his own. So how can a pet owner ensure that their dog sees you as a leader without resorting to intimidation? The answer lies in consistency, positive reinforcement, and the creation of clear rules. Real leaders don't need to use fear or punishment. They inspire respect through trust, predictability, and emotional balance. Different but reliable beings. Although dogs are highly adaptable to living with humans, they know that we are not dogs. This is evident in the way they interact with us compared to other dogs. While playing with their fellow humans by nibbling, barking, or running intensely, with humans they usually adjust their behavior, being more subtle and attentive. Even recognizing that we are different, dogs consider us reliable and essential figures for their lives. They depend on us for food, security, and affection, and over time, they learn to interpret our facial expressions, tone of voice, and even our emotions. Research shows that dogs can distinguish when we are happy, sad, or angry, and many adjust their behavior based on this. A clear example of how they see us as distinct but reliable beings is the fact that, when they are insecure or scared, they turn to their tutors for support. Just as a child seeks parental protection, dogs look to us as their primary source of security. If a dog feels threatened by a loud noise or an unfamiliar situation, it is likely that it will run close to the owner or try to hide behind it. In addition, dogs quickly learn to trust the routine and actions of their owners. If you follow regular times for feeding and walks, your dog will begin to anticipate these times and trust you to attend to them. This sense of predictability reinforces the bond of trust between you. However, this trust can be broken if the owner is not consistent or if they act in an unpredictable manner. Sudden changes in routine, harsh punishments, or lack of attention can cause the dog to become anxious and suspicious. Therefore, the best way to strengthen the bond between you is through patience, respect, and predictability. Dogs know that we are not dogs, But that doesn't mean that the bond between humans and dogs is any less special. On the contrary, they have learned to understand and trust us in a unique way, making this relationship one of the most beautiful in the animal kingdom. Benchmark for safety and comfort. If you've ever seen a dog hide behind its owner when it feels threatened or seek to be held during a storm, you've noticed that dogs see us as a source of security and comfort. They rely on us to protect them from the unknown and to guide them into situations they do not fully understand. From puppies, dogs create a strong bond with their owners, just as they would with their mother in the litter. When they are insecure, anxious, or scared, the presence of the owner helps them calm down. This is because we become their emotional foundation, offering predictability and protection in a world full of new and often frightening stimuli. This behavior is also visible in dogs that demonstrate separation anxiety. When a tutor leaves the house, some dogs may feel helpless, barking, whining, or even destroying objects. This is because losing sight of their secure base leaves them vulnerable. Another clear example of how we are a safety reference occurs when dogs explore unfamiliar environments. If you take your dog to a new place, chances are he'll look at you often, looking for signs that everything is okay. If you're relaxed and confident, he'll feel safer to explore. In moments of fear, such as during fireworks or storms, many dogs look for their owner's lap or a nearby place to hide. This is not just an instinctive reflex, but a proof of the trust they place in us. To reinforce this role, it is essential to offer support and comfort in times of insecurity. Punishing or ignoring a dog who is scared can make your anxiety worse. Instead, be calm, offer affection, and if necessary, create a safe environment, such as a quiet corner with blankets and familiar toys. And so, we come to the end of this fascinating journey about how dogs see humans. We hope you learned something new and had as much fun as we did. Before you rush out to hug your furry friend and try to interpret every curious, tail-wagging look, we want to remind you of the importance of understanding and respecting our canine companions. They see us in ways we often don't realize, but it's precisely this special connection that makes the relationship between humans and dogs so magical. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave your like and share it with other dog lovers. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our next content full of tips, curiosities, and lots of canine love. And, of course, we want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments how you think your dog sees you. Do they consider you the leader of the pack, a great friend, or perhaps an official snack supplier? We look forward to hearing from you. See you next time when we'll continue exploring the amazing world of dogs and sharing more secrets about our best friends. Thanks for watching.